the previous Brickeology video, we found out that cooking these bricks did a good job of breaking down the concrete, and it almost just fell off. Then on Patreon, Koda Koba mentioned that at 400 degrees Celsius, the calcium hydroxide breaks down, and at 550 degrees Celsius, the aggregate starts to decompose. So what I think we should do is we should make a nice temporary fireplace, build a nice fire in the fireplace made from all these fire brick. And the fire brick will be fine because they're fire brick, but the cement will start breaking down, or the concrete or whatever, and then hopefully it can actually start being cleaned off. Because unfortunately fire brick is just, it's too fragile to easily chisel. And I have plenty of fuel. I have these pallets that we used to be used as a rudimentary fence, and then we have all this wood from, well, we used to be a nice little welding shed that I made, I believe back in 2014. But it's pretty well eaten up now, and it's pretty much only good for fuel. Whoops. Looks like a lot of the fire is actually above and on the top part. So cutting those in half would be good. Maybe also limiting how much air goes in. But I have a lot of fuel, and I think we can let it burn for a good while. These refractory bricks sure are insulating really nicely, so that's good. Because the outer shell of it is still pretty much atmospheric temperature, or like, I was going to say room temperature, but it's not really room temperature, it's outdoor temperature. And so, yeah. Gotta wait a long time for this to cook through. You know, I think I just built my best forge yet. This is awesome. Maybe in the future, whenever we get these bricks all cleaned off and they're more even, we can put it back together like this, and then we can try burning some of that anthracite that my mother got me for Christmas. Oh, it's working. Yes. So good. Yes. Look at that. That one could use a bit more time. Damn it. I didn't realize this wood was cedar until just now. At least it smells like it. So it seems like I'm having kind of an issue with these bricks because they're refractory bricks, so they're very insulative, whatever. And so having them like this only cleans one side, and I don't feel like doing this for 6 sides. So I might just do a few bricks at a time like that. I think this configuration holds much more promise. And we'll continue cleaning these bricks, but we'll be, definitely cleaning these top bricks. So that's 5 or so bricks, well, 4.5, because that's one of those half bricks. Sorry, my camera stabilizer is kind of acting up on me right here. This one board sure is fueling the fire pretty well by itself. I think there's a lot of chemicals in it. You can see them kind of coming out there. That's working pretty well. I think this one's pretty much done. Oh, perfect. Ooh, this is broken actually further. Oh wow, look at that. The other piece is broken off. That's not bad. Oof. Yeah, this was pretty unexpected. I was not thinking these were gonna burst into flames like that. Oh, I really wonder what was in those boards, but damn, there's some really good fuel. Oh wow, it was so hot that I left my thermal camera aimed at it and it started burning an image into the image sensor. At least I know now, after that magnesium incident, that this just takes a time to go away, but it'll eventually go away. That should be most of the bricks, and I think that's a pretty good amount of cooking. And that's pretty much all the bricks. I'm kind of surprised by that turn of events at the end. Those two boards, with whatever chemical was inside of them, they sure did fuel the fire good enough to clean off the rest of the bricks. So I have a few bricks after this with a couple things on them, but pretty much this is most of the pile. I'm curious how the bricks at the bottom have done, but let's let this cool down overnight, and then we can come back tomorrow and take it apart after it's cooled down. It's now been 24 hours and nope. Oh, yep. Oh, yes. can't believe how effectively this process worked. Look at all that concrete that came off. I'm really happy with how much it cleaned up all these bricks, especially how it broke them apart so they're easier to manage. Before they were pretty much stuck together, like those 2 bricks over there. Those are in the corner in the base, and they haven't quite got enough heat yet. The next time I build one of these towers though, or forge things, then I'll find a good place to put those, and so they'll get plenty of heat and clean up next time. Actually, I figure only after 2 or 3 more times like this, these bricks should get pretty clean. That's why I'm also not in much of a rush to clean the rest of the concrete off of these, because I figure this is good enough for the first fire. Now, unfortunately, I did break a bunch of the bricks, so they are fragments now, but thankfully I now have a surfeit of fire brick, and so I don't think I'll be wanting any more for any projects anytime soon. I have more than enough for the things I have in mind, mostly just a forge and a nice furnace. Well, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya!